Hi guys, Brian from Brian Boas here. So I just want to give you a quick status update video on how my breedings for the 2020 breeding season are going. In a minute we'll go check out some of the pairings and see if we can see any activity. So as you know, I paired my animals up in late December, so they've been together for about close to 2.5 months now. I've seen quite a bit of signs of activity. You know, the males have definitely been interested in the females. I actually kept them together for a little over a month, and then I separated them. I fed both the males and the females and then paired them back up about a week later. And that always seems to stimulate some additional activity when I separate them for a little bit. So overall, I'm hopeful that I'll have a good season. I don't have any confirmed pregnant females yet, no post-ovulation sheds, but I'm guessing that probably in the next few weeks we'll have some post-ovulation sheds and we'll have some gravid females, and then I can just maintain my females and begin the long, exciting countdown to the baby birthing season, which should come early this summer. So now I'm going to take you to have a quick look at some of my pairings, and we'll see if we can see any breeding activity going on. First, I want to take a peek at my Hog Islands. So these guys are a proven pair. They bred a couple of years ago for me. Let's see what's going on. So it looks like the male is out. I don't know if you can see the female. She looks like she's on the hot spot, kind of coiled up. I've seen them, it looks like they were mating on and off. It's very hard to confirm to see the actual hemipenes, but you can see when the tails are kind of close to each other and like something might be going on. But I've seen these guys on and off for the last couple months, so I'm pretty hopeful on this pairing. And this male, this will actually be his 4th litter, and the female, this will be her 2nd. So pretty hopeful on the hogs. Now I'm going to check out my Hadas. I've seen these guys kind of, looks like they're an activity on and off. Let's see. So yeah, actually it looks like they're tail to tail. I'm not sure if there's any actual mating going on, but certainly the male is trying there. Looks like he's actually opaque. He's going to shed soon. Hopefully the female will too, and that'll be her post-ovulation shed, but just have to see. So I have a Suriname pair that I paired up. These are actually holdbacks from 2014. So this will be their first pair breeding if it's successful. Let's see. So it looks like they're kind of together. I don't know if I don't want to disturb them too much. I know it's not much light in there. I can see at least one tail. I don't know if they're together though. I'll just let these guys be. I don't want to interrupt anything that might be going on. Here's the pairing I'm really quite hopeful on. These are Tarthumara Venezuela true Redtail Boas. This is a pretty rare locality that hasn't been bred in the US very much. So the male has been pursuing the female quite a bit in the last couple months. Let's see. So it looks like he's kind of on top of her back there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to disturb him too much. So these guys have been pretty busy, so we'll let them get back to whatever they were doing. These guys this is the first time I've bred them. They're about 6 years old now, so as you can see, they're relatively small for true Redtail Boas. Female's about maybe 5 foot and the male's about 4. So really hopeful on these Tarthumara Venezuela true Redtail Boas. So I'm going to check on my Tarthumara Mountain Boas. This is a pair that bred for me 2 years ago, so this will be their 2nd pairing up. So let's see how these guys are doing. Okay, so you can see, let me get this in focus here. The male looks pretty focused on courting the female there. And you can see the tails are intertwined. Not sure if they're actually mating, but they're definitely showing some signs of it. And these guys have been pretty busy for the last couple months, so I'm quite hopeful. This guy's produced, I believe, 4 litters now. This will be his 5th, so he's quite the little stud, Tarthumara Mountain Boa. And hopefully I should have some of these on the ground probably early July if I'm successful. These are one of my first boa to give birth every year. I'm going to check out my boa constrictor saboge, my Pearl Island boas. This is a pair that the male bred last year to a different female and produced 5 babies. It's the first time for the female this year. Let me check on them. I believe they're now both 6 years old. And they've been pretty busy. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see there. You can see the male is definitely on the female. Let me zoom in a bit. These guys have just such beautiful heads. Look at that. Look, you can see the male's head is a little smaller. That's the female's head on the bottom. And he looks like he's trying to court her there. I don't know. There's the tail. I'm not going to try to unwrap them. I know, I'm pretty sure I saw these guys actually mating the other day. And he's been really focused on her. Definitely a really good breeder. Just beautiful animals. I think these guys are, almost looks like a work of art, like a sculpture. They're just so beautiful. Look at that pile of beautiful boas right there. And these guys also are one of the earlier to give birth. May even have some babies by the end of June if all things go well. So we'll just have to see how these guys do. And one more progress update. This is my Quality dwarf boas. They're actually not paired up now. I just want to show you the male. So I actually separated them a few days ago and I fed the male and female. They've been together for a couple months, and this guy actually did not breed successfully last year. But I have started to see some signs of activity, so I'm somewhat hopeful that we'll have some babies this year. I think he was just a little new to the collection last year and just needed some time to adjust. But he's a cute little guy, maybe 3.5 or 4 feet long, quite a bit smaller than the female. So we'll just have to see. These guys are typically born in late July or early August if I'm successful. So those are how my 2020 pairings are going as of now. So as I mentioned, I'm pretty excited that I'll have a pretty good season this year as far as baby boas, and hopefully some pregnant females on the ground in another few weeks. So I'll continue to update you. I know some of you guys are interested in possibly acquiring some of my babies once they're ready. So please stay tuned. And as soon as they're born and as soon as babies are ready to go, I'll give updates on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions, and enjoy your boas.